It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
Damn, that is a man.
Well, hello there guys, and good morning. Good morning to all of you. Hope you guys are doing well today. You know what? I know you do. I know you do. It's time to grind a bit of arena, get some points there. You know, a few more units. They won't hurt. What's up, Santiago Gaunt? What's up, the Terminator? What's up, Rocket? Tandon? Good morning, you wonderful, wonderful human beings. Right. So, let's just get straight to it. I want some arena points. What's up, Mamati? There's only few arenas to do though. So, this is where we're gonna get to it. You can kind of use whatever champions, to be honest. Don't even have to use these rank 3s, I think. Yeah. I don't. So we're just gonna go for random. Good 9k units and 2 ults combined, full suicides unlocked. Nice, nice. Full wailing time. I'm glad you're excited. I'm glad you're excited, Rocket. Very good. Very well then. What is it? Tomorrow. As Santiago said. 34 hours till the gifting event. Nearly there. Righty-yo. Oh, I didn't do any unit farming type of thing. First snow where you live. Nice. We already had the first snow, but today's very, very, very cold morning, I must say. We have the... Well, incredible mist out there. Can't see further than like 30 meters. Really, really misty. I actually live near a park, kind of like, and you know, I can see like a football field as well. And it looks quite awesome because it's like all covered in white mist. What's up, Umer? How are you doing? Let's put in Nebs, Crocs, and Gilly 99 for funsies. Very solid team here. Oh, mornings. I finished watching The Witcher yesterday. With my girlfriend, which is like, you know, the main reason why there was no evening stream. We just decided to have like a chill evening, relaxing and doing stuff in the evening. And yeah, so we just binged all of the Witcher second season. What's up, Dragon Man? Good morning to you as well. All of you are so awesome. Welcome here. Welcome on this Sunday morning. What time is it for you, Mr. Dragon Man? For me, it's 9 a.m. on Sunday morning. And the day is just starting. And I have a hot cup of coffee next to me. And all seems right in the world. And all seems right in the world. So today, and actually I need to consult my book. I think today's tech top 10 list coming out for those of you waiting. So Mystic is the previous one. Yeah, tech is today and skill is tomorrow. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. 4 a.m. here. Then why are you awake, Hugo Punisher? Why are you awake at 4 a.m.? Real quick question before I get off my break for work. What are your... What are mine? That's not a question. That's half a question. Predictions for rewards for 7.3. Well, ultimately, I do think that 734 plus Act 7 rewards will be enough to take a champion to rank 4. So in between 734, but because remember, 734 rewards come with Act 7 global rewards, so you can expect kind of like a significant bump. I would be amazed if I don't see at least one 6-star awakening gem there, generic. Could be, I definitely think it's going to be a 6-star generic plus maybe an awakening gem crystal. I do think that in total they will combine 3 tier 3 alphas and 3 tier 6 basic catalysts. And, you know, the rest of the stuff, what else can they offer? Like, you know, some 6 stones and stuff. But I definitely do think it's going to be enough to take a champion to rank 4. And I also think there will be a 6-star generic gem. Well, good morning. Do you like your coffee? What do you like your coffee? I mean, how do I like my coffee? I just have that Tassimo coffee machine that takes those coffee pods. So it's kind of like somewhat, you know, natural coffee. I don't really particularly enjoy instant coffee anymore. I didn't mind it as a kid, but as I grew up, I like kind of nicer coffee. So I have the Costa Latte coffee, and I don't take any sugar with it. So it does have milk with it, but I don't add any sugar to my coffee. Taking Mortal Health to rank 4, that's exciting. I actually have been meaning to upload the Tiger video for a bit. Need to do it today finally. Hopefully that is the case, because I'm on 1 tier 6 and 1 tier 3 alpha from my first. Well, there we are. I'm sure it will be enough. To take that champ out. I'd be extremely surprised if it isn't, because so far, ever since Act 4, we have always gotten like the next champion rank available for the Act exploration. Like when you explore Act 4, you get 4 tier 2 alphas. So you don't get 1, you don't get 2, you don't get 3 tier 2 alphas, you get 4 tier 2 alphas, for the simple reason that it required 4 tier 2 alphas to take a 5-star champion to rank 4. So when you explore Act 4, you got a rank 4 5-star. When you explored Act 5, you didn't get 1 tier 5 basic or 1.5 tier 5 basics, you got 2 tier 5 basics to take a 5-star to rank 5. Right? And then in Act 6, you didn't get like half a tier 5 CC, whatever you got on the way there was one thing, but exploring Act 6 also gave you a full tier 5 CC class catalyst, so you can take a 6-star to rank 3. So far, pretty much every single story piece content has given the materials, the catalysts required for you to take up a champion to the next rank. So, you know, obviously I don't work at Kabam and I don't see future, but that has always been the pattern with them, that they unlock the next rank of a champion. So following the same progression, Act 7 gives you a rank 4 6-star, and then Act 8 should give you a rank 5 6-star, for instance. But hey, what's up, Cedra? Possibly something to do with beers, assuming yes, there could possibly be something to do with beers as well. Awesome, Dragon Man. Yes. What about Dragon Man? What about Dragon Man? Dragon Man's awesome, yes, but where did that come from? The Powerman, ready for gifting on Monday. A lot of people are very excited for gifting. I'm not one of them, but you know, as long as everybody's happy. As long as everybody's happy. Here we are. Yeah, Dragon Man's definitely really fun. Went to college after a while today. It was kind of fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Arman. So, Christina, Monketty, would you rank Human Torch or Black Widow to rank 3? I'd rank up Human Torch first. I think Human Torch is just one. The thing with Human Torch, I mean, I think both champions need it. But I think Human Torch is just fairly squishy. And that's kind of like one of his biggest problems. And that's why he really kind of benefits from higher rank. So I'd go with Human Torch there. Probably should stop putting... Yeah, you should probably stop putting off exploring 7.2 and 3. 100% Mamati. Because I do think that 7.4 is coming February or March the latest. So, yeah. Over the next month, you should try your best to explore 7.2 and 3. Alright, gotta go. I'll catch you later. We'll see you later. See you later, Dragon Man. You get any gifting details? No, we did not get any gifting details from verified sources. So I might just end up discussing the thing that's going around all over the community that I avoided so far. So I might actually make a video on that today as well. Oh, Dragon Man about his eye Hulk. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Sun Exploration should be my first rank 4 then? Yes. And Sun Exploration is more than likely going to be everybody's first rank 4, or most of the people's first rank 4. Anyone know what I'm gifting live? ISD? I don't know what ISD is, but gifting goes live at the same time. Always all the offers go live and stuff like that, you know? So tomorrow, when you normally see all the new offers and stuff like that at that time. Same time like CCP drops their videos normally and, you know, all that stuff. So between trading items for 7.3 completion or get some GGCs. Well, to be fair though, health potions trading, I can get some. I mean, I can understand, but you should never trade or use units on revives. Right now, you can gain like 5-6 revives a day just by like running the Act 4 quest and stuff. So, you know, it's up to you, but I think it's at this point in time in the game, I think it's quite silly to use units for items, unless we're talking about something like necessarily a new Everest piece of content coming out that you want to rush through immediately. Everything in game right now, including Abyss, I think everybody's best off or better off just grabbing the free revives, man. It's really easy. Like this morning, I woke up. It took me like 5-6 minutes. I did 2 runs through like Act 3-2-1 and 3-2-2 or something like that. And, you know, got 2 revives. And then I'm going to do the same thing. And you can do that like 3 days. So you can easily get like 6 revives for... Yeah, it's like Act 4, Chapter 3-6, whatever. There's a ton of... Or like, I think I do Act 3. I'm going to tell you which place I kind of mainly get all my stuff in a second. But for 1 refill, you can get like 1.5 to 2 revives easily. And quite often energy refills too. Quite often you get energy refills as well. So I have even like pretty much stopped purchasing energy refills. And when, you know, I'm not exploring new KVQ, I just kind of accumulate them. Like I had 0 energy refills like 2 days ago. Now I have 4 again or something, because you can get some from the 3-day events and stuff. So when it comes to, I think in game in general, you should be using your units primarily for like some better offers. Or maybe if you're hunting a champion. I mean, I think cabs is a very bad investment for units. But if you're like really trying to go after some champion, then you know, you can pick 1 or 2 champions you're trying to get in a year and use your units there. Or best off, save the units for gifting events or cyber weekends or July 4th and things like that. And don't actually use the units for pretty much anything content-wise. Well, maybe refills now and then, because they're not that easy to get, but still. But definitely not revives. I'm busy with college, only last request left. Well, you go and get them, Omer. Someone in the stream said it 31 hours. Yeah, that's about that. It was up to me, then I would drop entire gifting up. Yeah, if it was up to me, I wouldn't mind like something similar to gifting, but with limits and more like trading, I guess, than gifting. But not in its current shape or form. Yes, definitely. Or just drop entire thing. Wonder what we see Gauntlet again. Is it just, I don't know when we're gonna see Gauntlet. I hope we actually get to see Gauntlet quite soon again. Doing some revive farming myself, and I could seriously just do away with arena for me, which I'm happy about. Yeah, the revive farming is quite good. Like, 1 second. So if you go here, storybook 1, I typically go 3, 2, and somewhere in this chapter. This is where I like in this or this previous one, even in the lower ones. I think I just completed this quest. I kind of just snoop around, see what's where, see if I can find an energy refill. If not, I just grab a revive, because there's always revive somewhere. So okay, so I just grabbed this one. There's no revive here, but in Act 3, in Act 3, I always find some places with them. Most often 3, 2. I think at the moment might be quite empty because I did quite a few cheeky double dips where I had like a refill early on and a revive, so I went to grab the refill first and then the revive, so it might not have respawned, but eventually they reset those maps anyways, so you know, you can always find them for like 40 energies or something like that, 30 something energy. So there was no revive there, but I just kind of also randomly switch up the maps. There is not one single map that I kind of always religiously jump in. And see that there will be a revive on one of these, even though they're gonna be fairly dry because I got unlucky with too many health potions spamming on, not enough revives. But they are there, 100%. I think definitely on 3, 2, 1. There's one. This is the map that I actually ended up playing quite a lot. So no revives here. But you can see I only have 5 energy. I just went through them. And they do reset eventually as well. I don't know exactly when all the maps reset, but at times they do. I just did a run in one of these maps as well. It was here. January, unfortunately, does look quite poopy month. January does look like quite a poopy month, yeah. I think that I have heard that there's going to be a couple of people taking a little break. I definitely know that there's revive in 1. 3, 2, 1. Which is going to be like what I play next. Yeah, I mean, every time you update the game, or sometimes even after like a week or 2, they do just randomly reset all those items there. They're none here. I'm gonna have to go and find somewhere else. But like, I definitely know for a fact that in 323, I didn't have a revive. I didn't have energy refill, because I had checked that map like some few days earlier, and then I went back to that map like 3 days later, and it had energy refill on one path and revive on another path. So every now and then those maps do reset. But yeah, January definitely looks like a very shitty month. There is absolutely no extra event, like no variant, no bigger content release, nothing. There's no champion buffs, and in general, it just looks like it's going to be quite an empty month, which sucks. It really does suck. Which I'm not happy about. Only kind of like okay thing in January is we're gonna get the strikers, but it's not like we're getting the strikers. It's more like we're having a chance to play around with them. In one, like, you know, particular piece of content. So it's kind of like a soft, easy release of it. It's kind of like what they did with the route. The route initially became available only in the side event quest once, and then it disappeared for like nearly a year. And you know, very similar thing might happen with the striker shtick as well. So yeah, unfortunately, January does look like good thing route disappeared. Well, it reappeared now, so there's that. Has reappeared. Hey, what's up, Caffeine? How are you doing? Как дела, Ирина? Доброе утро. Someone forgot its roots. Well, they didn't forget it. It's just that, you know, I don't think that mechanic is overly cool. Like, do you enjoy root? I don't. Do you like fighting Craven? Strikers are basically advanced version of Heimdall. Eh, maybe you can look at it like that. We'll see where they go with it, though. We'll see where they go with it. So going on YouTube regarding MCOC content, like, oh. Well, I mean, what are you gonna make content about, Kabam? You know, I can promise you, tomorrow afternoon there's gonna be a ton of MCOC videos. I can promise you tomorrow. It's because people are taking more easygoing approach, because Kabam isn't doing anything exciting. People aren't trying as hard to make videos. You'll always be happy to cover the news. People will be happy to, you know, post their crystal openings or them taking part in the new event. But when Kabam goes on that kind of like lazy mode, not doing much, not releasing much, not changing much about the game, or, you know, still not, well, they're not doing too much recently, so, you know, people just don't make too many videos on it. Like, yeah, I can promise you that tomorrow there's gonna be a lot of videos. Ooh, that coffee is good. Ooh, that coffee is good. Whaling videos don't interest me. Always. Yeah, I know. I'm not interested in whaling videos too. Gifting is tomorrow at least? Well, yeah. That it is. That it is indeed. But I know what you mean. I'm not particularly interested in the massive crystal opening videos and stuff like that either. I generally don't really watch crystal opening videos anymore. Maybe a couple here and there, but not much. Definitely not of the people that open a lot of crystals all the time. You know, I might watch Brian Grant crystal opening now and then, just because the fact that he doesn't have many big crystal openings makes them kind of more interesting. But I definitely don't watch, for instance, no matter how good of a guy Enzo is, you know. I might watch his stream, I might hop in and chat with him, but I'm just not interested in crystal openings. Especially, yeah, people open a lot of crystals. They should focus on existing issues rather than creating something new. Well, I think they are, like, I think often people forget that, you know, a janitor doesn't change the car engine in the garage. You know, there are different people in the company doing different things, and if you're, let's say, a graphic designer, and if you work with how things look, you know, you're not going to be able to necessarily help them fix the game engine issues. Fact of the matter is, majority of the problems are at the, you know, that type of end in the game with the game engine, stuff like that. You can't really expect, let's say, somebody that's primarily an artist, you know, that, you know, makes character models to be able to fix your game engine problems. I think the people that I think they should hire more people to focus on those kind of things, and I think they should try really hard to fill all their vacancies and stuff like that, which I 100% agree. But when it comes to working on things that have very little to do with the game engine, like, I don't see why not, in a sense. You know, Kabam long made the decision that life must go on, and, you know, I might disagree with it, but it from a business standpoint makes sense, you know. It's kind of like, imagine if you're in hospital and if you have too many patients that need surgery, you can't ask your janitor or regular pharmacist to perform like a brain surgery or open heart surgery, can you? You know, it will not end well. And with Kabam as well, it's different. Like, you know, companies have different people that do different things, and can't just most of the time randomly figure out, just like, oh, we're gonna have this guy kind of like work on the game engine. It's probably gonna fuck it up even further. And that is not me trying to kind of like squish it up to Kabam or anything. Obviously, there are many things I wish they would do better. But I think it's also unrealistic to think that, oh, they should do nothing but fix the game problems. It's not that simple, you know? It's a different department. It's kind of like, I don't know. Well, I think I explained it pretty well. Like, you can't ask a janitor to fix an engine, for instance, in a garage. It'd be like time to post ranking videos where comments just fight KT's ranking. I know. I thought Diablo, I thought the entire thing about Church of Diablo and Diablo cult was, you know, like a nice joke, a nice meme. Little did I knew that there are legit Diablo fanatics out there. I can say in the video that Diablo is an awesome champion, that I like my Diablo, that I rank him Diablo, and I'm gonna put Diablo as like 4th, I think, in the Mystic class. People are, how dare you? You don't like him enough. It's so funny. Those people are fanatics. I tell you. They're fanatics. Ever since I switched from iPhone 12, who's benching on my shelf, playing OnePlus One. So you're using OnePlus? Wish I could afford one as a test. How many units at least needed for GGC event? There is no minimum, there is no maximum. I think to get all the solo milestones, you need about 3,800 units. At least last year it was 3,800 units. So let's say 4K units. Hey, what's up, Pikapika? BG reactions are good. Yeah, BG reactions are quite good. Watching your players pull champs they need is much more fun. Yeah, true. Definitely true. And I understand that myself about my own crystal openings, for instance. There are very few good outcomes for me. Therefore, majority of the crystal openings, I will not get what I want. You know what I mean? Like, even compared with Brian probably has like 40 or 50 pulls that he would be happy with. I have maybe 10, you know, in like a regular 6-star crystal, or maybe 15 that I'd be really happy with. So, you know, yeah. What's up, Virago? Mostly do stuff I watch on streams where everybody chat, or stuff where I can learn about champs. So you watch my channel. Is that what you mean? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I watch the videos that I made. GGC drop rates out yet? No. No. Hey, what's up, Seraph? How are you doing? Real Diablo cultist. Thought it was a joke. No. In general, check out my top 2021 buffs video and check out my top Mystic Champions video. You can see that, you know, there are legitimate large amounts of Diablo fanatics. It's like a legitimate cult. It's like, honestly, even, I don't think even CGR yellow number police ever gave me as much shit as those guys are doing it now. And I actually like Diablo, that's the funny thing. With their opinion, you don't like him enough. You know what I mean? Well, what's up, Lawrence? How you doing? Can relate to BG's crystal openings more than anybody else. I can only get prestige, 100% free to play. Yeah, no, again, I get it. I understand why. And that's one of the reasons why even I mean, I don't watch all of his openings, but, you know, if I do watch some random crystal openings now and then, chances are it's probably going to be Brian's, for instance. What do you traditionally do for Christmas? It's been like kind of swings and roundabouts because, you know, my young adult life has been... So there are like 2 periods, or 3 periods, I should say. The Christmas that I had as a kid, the Christmas that I had as a, you know, teenager and young adult, and then pretty much everything was different since I moved to UK. And then, you know, it kind of depends on my situation and circumstances. I have had many different Christmas experiences in my life. Unfortunately, this year is not going to be too great of a Christmas. We just have a ton of things to do, and, you know, it's pretty much just the 2 of us, and neither one of us at the moment have too much time or money or energy left over to do some sort of massive Christmas celebration. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna just, you know, make a nice dinner and have a nice evening at home for this year. Not gonna do much. Have I ever had deep fried Mars or Snickers bar? No. I have not. I don't think I have. What's up, Jack Ryan? How are you doing? Just imagine in alternate reality BG doing live crystal opening. For some reason there's only 1 viewer and it's really awkward. That could get awkward, yes. You're right. Reached 13k prestige last week. Nice, congratulations, the Terminator. Congratulations. But well, I hope you have a decent holiday anyways. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. I'm sure it will be okay. It'll be okay. I'm sure the next one's going to be better.
Take my money.
Theriho $10. Well, I hope you have a decent holiday anyways.
But yeah, I'm sure the next one's going to be better. Asus ROG Phone 5 with 144 Hz. Sampler rate 300 Hz. Touch. Which is the lowest on a smartphone. Makes the game very responsive. Okay, well, again, in a couple of months, I might, maybe, try and get, like, you know, a decent Android phone. But at the moment, I just can't afford one. Yeah, no, you're definitely right. Tough time for a lot of people, myself included, you know. I really do. What the hell? I 100%. At the moment, like, luckily I do get paid just before Christmas, but until 23rd, I have like $100, I don't know, $20 to my name, something like that. So, you know, just need to make it till then. On the Diablo fanatics, control them a bit with Diablo equals hot garbage. See what they think, you know, social experiment. Oh, of course. Of course. I had I did a bit of that. I did a bit of that this morning. I actually did a bit of that this morning. I was still like, it was like, you know, when I was still like very, very sleepy, with sleep in my eyes. And the comment was in my top 10 Mystic video, I believe. One second. One second. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let me snip it out for you. Let me snip it out for you. Comment came from Sasuke Uchiha. This guy, a joke. But hey, do respect, that's your opinion. I'm sure 90% don't agree with you. So, in the very early hours of the morning, I just replied to Sasuke with, Itachi was better in every way. You know, sometimes I do these things to myself, I guess. Oh. Aren't quite dinners with significant other the best? Yeah, they are. They are awesome. They are awesome. Overlord Season 4 is coming in 2022. Nice. Super happy about that. Super happy with that. Info about Greater Gifting Crystals drops tomorrow when the event goes live. That's what Kebab Mike said. Should wait next year, will come out. New generation plus Samsung making partnership with AMD. Okay, I'll wait for it next year then. You tell me when. You tell me when. What's up, man? How are you doing? Samsung did Europe dirty, not putting Snapdragons in our phones. I have heard about that. Make tier list about the most useless champ in MCOC. Again, I don't think it's needed. I think, you know, there is a level of champion being so bad that it's useless talking about it. You know what I mean? Like, Iron Patriot so bad. It's like, what are you gonna do? Like, why crap on him? I mean, only way I would feel okay about doing it if it's the newer champions that have failed, like the Super Scrolls, like the Psychomans, like champions like that. But not the, like, you know, super outdated champions. That just, like, you know, old. But yeah, no, there are many comments about Diablo thing. Diablo definitely does have a cult. Diablo definitely has a cult. Wanna get sorry if I'm out of the loop. Is KD time over? UMCSC and podcast champions seem to be on hiatus. Yeah, I have noticed it as well, that there's no new shows. I don't know what's gonna happen at KT time. We'll see. We'll see what we do there. Kind of want to have like a bit different type of streams, maybe for Sundays, but we'll figure that one out. I'll figure that one out in a bit. Saw your other comments saying you feel sorry for people around them. That is such a good roast. Oh yeah, that was like, you say you like Diablo, but you rank him 4th or something. So you're either a hypocrite or... I was like, I don't remember that. One second. Can find it probably somewhere. That was just a nasty guy. That was just somebody really nasty. Oh, right, here it is. Here it is. It's also on the Mystic video. I don't, like, you know, reply to all the comments and stuff like that. Sometimes somebody irks me or catches me in a bad moment, then I do reply to them. So this was the comment. KD genuinely loves Diablo but puts him in 5th best buff when he's clearly the best buff this year, and puts him 4th best mystic. I don't know if you are a hypocrite or biased. Maybe both. For a guy who claims he's an average MCOC player, putting Diablo 4th best and Tiger 2nd doesn't make any sense. Even for average MCO player, most of them will say Diablo is the best mystic. Okay, cool. So I just replied with typical. Just because I do not value things the same as you do, I'm biased or a hypocrite. Alright then. Feel sorry for people around you. But yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of people like that. I don't bother replying to all of them. Sometimes I snap back. You know, most of the time I just kind of let it go. The rookie might need it. Which rookie? What rookie are we talking about, man? Is Jake Paul? I think everything around those Jake Paul fights is staged. That's like the main reason why I don't watch it, because it's impossible that they have fought all of those fighters and they haven't gotten their ass whooped yet. I think there are literal clauses in their contracts that, you know, the guys in the ring against them would lose money if they KO them and things like that. I think pretty much everything. Like, I pay no interest, like, to that. I don't care. I didn't care for the build-up. I didn't watch any videos of the build-up. You know, I'm not gonna watch any upcoming fights with them. I did see, like, the clip of the KO. I didn't see the fight. And, you know, either way, I just don't care for them. That's about it. I don't do, yeah. I mean, I think it could be staged. I think it's likely. At least some aspects of those fights are staged or scripted or something. But in general, if they are, or if they're not,
damn, that is a man right there.
I just don't care about them. Mad excited about Jujutsu Kaisen movie. I kind of just want another season of Jujutsu Kaisen. That's it. You know, I never liked anime movies. I hardly ever watch them, even of the animes that I like. Just because every single movie, or vast majority of the movies, I should say, have no bearing of the next season and the storyline. For instance, like when you watch fairy tale movies, like a lot of characters all of a sudden seem extremely underpowered in the movie, get a major power up that never gets mentioned or referenced, you know, in the seasons further or in the storyline. And kind of because of that reason, I just don't care for them. Just don't care for them. You finished Witcher yet? Yes, I finished Witcher yesterday. Yes, I don't think I see any video guiding about monthly Legends runs. Do you intend to do one? I'm not too sure because I haven't done a monthly Legends run in really long time. So I don't even know what I would be saying would be like accurate, you know. When I make videos, for most part, I like to make videos about things and champions and interactions and stuff like that that I feel competent in. I don't like to be one of those people who's going to talk about tier 1 alliance war without ever being playing in, you know, tier 1. Like, you know, I whenever here's the best time. Yeah, like I feel comfortable making videos about war on State of Alliance war and the top tiers because I play war in top tiers. If I didn't, I wouldn't make those videos. Same as like right now, since I'm not grinding arena for 3 and 4 months, I don't feel overly comfortable giving out my arena predictions. Just because I haven't been following it that closely and I haven't been giving it much thought. You know, if I didn't play map 8, I wouldn't be making videos advising people what champions to use for map 8. Even, you know, it wouldn't be impossible. I could find out, like, you know, what other people think and, you know, what other people use. But in general, I don't like making videos about things that I am not, you know, comfortable or competent in. It's quite as simple, like, you know. And I'm not running Legends runs right now, so and I haven't done one in like years, so no, I'm not gonna make a video about Legends runs. What's up, Red? How are you doing? You tipsy? There's nothing wrong in being tipsy. Hope you're having a good evening. Best rotation for max damage for Hercules in short quest IQ fight. Get to level 1, intercept with level 1, and that's about it. In short quests. With Hercules, just make sure you intercept with your level 1, get those precision buffs active, and you do already a ton of damage. His full rotation is kind of like level 1 with intercept, build up to level 2 with intercept. Diablo is OP, he should be nerfed. Okay. This should just be coffee and roasting hater streams. Maybe. Maybe. Me and Mrs. end up quoting Todo. Fair play. As High Horizon Priest level 69 of the Church of Diablo, I disagree with everything you say about our Lord. You see, there is a definite Diablo cult out there. There's 100% definite Diablo cult out there, and they're fucking mental. Those people are fucking mental. And like literally my videos, I really like Diablo. You bastard! You don't like him enough! Like, okay. Anti-Comrade, never thought you'll play Tiger so much. Well, Tiger is just, you know, proving herself more and more, you know. There's only that long that you can write it off as, nah, you know, that's just a one good matchup or whatever. Tiger's putting in more and more work, but that's how she lies. All in all, people are extremely butthurt if you don't rank their favorite champ as the best in game. Yeah, pretty much that. Pretty much that. Ultron isn't number 1 tech, alright. Ultron's gonna be high, but he's not gonna be number 1. Check out Miruko-chan anime, similar to Jujutsu Kaisen, but in more cute way. Finished The Witcher yet? Yes, I watched Witcher yesterday. Yeah, most movies are not canonic, but I like that. Like breaking the anime and you can get see how they are found. Yeah, no, I don't. I just don't care for the movies much. Oh, no game on stream. Whoopsie. Whoopsie, my bad. My bad. And One Piece is getting a new movie. Oh, One Piece is getting a new movie. That's kind of interesting. But, I don't know. Should I catch up to One Piece? Should I catch up to One Piece? Yeah, I am quite curious how strong is Shanks, though. Yeah, shut up, James. Shut up. Would you rank 3 first, Claire or Diablo? It depends on the situation, but in most cases, I'm gonna say, like, openly that I use Claire more than I use Diablo. And the thing with Claire is that she's just better with or without suicides, with or without MD, and, like, you know. Yeah, I think there is more potential. I think Diablo is more impressive in the good matchups. I think Claire has more good matchups, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'd go with Claire first. Starting a fight with Ultra on 26%, ending at 80% is one of... Yeah, I know. It's just so good. It's so good. Did you get the burger? I did get the burger. I actually got 2. I got 1 for me, and I got a cheeky burger for my girlfriend. So I did get the burgers. Not yesterday, but the day before yesterday. And then yesterday, a wild Chels appeared. And thanks to Chels, I actually got a ton of cat food. Otherwise, I wouldn't have, because I couldn't afford it. But thanks to Chels, I did. Diablo fanatics are mad. Imagine being so yeah. well, that's, you can literally read the comment section. Like, you know, it's not like I didn't put Diablo in, like, you know, top 5 spots for both best buffs and top mystic champions in the game. And like, he should be first, he should be second, he's the best. It's, you know, and Diablo Club, Diablo chads are amazing. Diablo chads are just great. Be careful, we should put Domino's meter number 1. Oh, I don't think Domino is gonna even make it to top 10. Let me take a quick look. Maybe she does, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, no, Domino is definitely not in top 10. Sorry. Sorry about that. At least for me, Kitty Tiger duo is going to dominate a lot of content. I do think so too, yes. I do think so too. We like catching up with One Piece, or 1,000+ episodes now. Well, it's not like I haven't watched One Piece. I stopped watching One Piece somewhere in Dressrosa arc. Stopped watching One Piece somewhere in Dressrosa arc. Just because I'm going to tell you which was my breaking point. Like, One Piece has been getting on my nerves a lot because I was switching in between episodes and fast forwarding and skipping through flashbacks more than I was actually watching the show because of, like, all the fillers and shit. And I think the moment I broke is when I realized that, you know, a group in Dressrosa was climbing that wall for like 5 episodes, I think, or like 4 or something, for like several episodes. That's literal act of climbing up a wall, right? And obviously they were just cutting in and out of them and shit like that, but it was like several episodes. It was like several episodes where you're just literally climbing a wall and, you know, somebody's attacking them, stuff like that. And I thought to myself, as like, they're stretching out content, because the problem with One Piece is that the anime caught up to manga. And if a standard anime episode covers, like, I don't know, X amount of manga weeks, then you know, One Piece episodes cover much less, half of that, if not third. So they have to stretch out everything a lot more. And it kind of killed it for me. It's just it was far too much of nothing going on, and I just snapped and I stopped watching that. I stopped watching it in Dressrosa. Sig need for Archangel is dupe. Dupe is enough. Archangel does not need Sig. Archangel does not need Sig. Exploding 7.2. Any quick tips? Read the nodes, watch the guides. You wanted quick tips? I gave you the quickest tips of them all. Read the nodes, watch the guides. Sig needed for okay. Watching your streams on catch up and saw you were Comrade Dadless on one of them. Yeah, there have been a few where I'm Comrade Dadless. A lot to be like I understand that, you know, I have zero expectation of somebody just randomly throwing money at me, and you know, it's life. From a streamer side of perspective, you know, obviously it sucks, because if you take a look at this job, then for me to feel relatively fine about what I do, I need to have the feeling that I'm making at least minimum wage. You know, if I can look in the mirror and say that I'm like on the stream, I'm making at least a minimum wage with that stream, you know, I'm okay with that. But if I have like a 2-hour-long stream and, you know, absolutely nothing comes off it, then yeah, it does feel shitty. But, you know, such is life, you know. I have some shitty streams and I have some great streams. You can't expect everything to always be peachy. And, you know, everybody have their own lives, and you should never sacrifice anything in your life for some random dude streaming on YouTube. You should make sure that, you know, everything's fine with yourself. That you have the Christmas presents bought, that you have gotten everything that you need and stuff like that, and, you know, only then you should be spending on your entertainment, which would be me. Every time you mention Chels, I have to double check if you're talking about me or not, because it sounds so much. Well, it's not you this time. It's not you, Sidra. Bishop getting a wildcard entry in Mutant Top Champs list? Maybe. Who knows? If that getting Mutant would gonna be a skip for me. I will catch up to One Piece when it's bloody finished. That's also a fair thing to do, I guess. Fighting Kaido now. Okay. I forgot who Kaido is, so I don't care. How many times you use Domino this month? Well, actually this month, you know, this was a popular month for Domino. Or the last one anyways. Anyways, in between Variant 8 and this month's new KawiQ nodes, she definitely got some popularity points. Read One Piece manga? I just don't read manga, sorry. I have never read a single manga. I've never read a single manga. Oh yeah, Ultron's crazy good with his regen. Ultron can regen from 26% to 80% about, yeah. All 2-star chests are giving units in Act 7.2? Yes. All 2-star chests are gonna be giving units in 7.2. Even a 5-star Ultron is a monster? Yeah, Ultron is just a beast. Yeah, Ultron's so good. And I also think that Ultron has way better healing than Guillotine. Primarily because it triggers at 50 and 25%, and Guillotines only trigger at 15. Which, you know, is a lot riskier. Kind of like not as good. And then obviously, also because it's split. think that channel game is a marathon than a sprint? Yeah, it is a marathon. Obviously, it is a marathon. 100%. Open your shirt, peeps might throw cash at you. I doubt it. But it's just one of those things, like, you always think about the entire marathon thing, but you also need to take it day by day, step by step. And when I look at like analytics reports and everything else, and when I eventually you do break it down day by day. You do break it down day by day, see how you're doing, and you do also break it down video per video or stream per stream. And that's kind of like my obvious aspirations, like obviously to do better than the kind of like the minimum wage threshold. But when it comes to a basic stream, ultimately that is more or less how I view them for most part, like at the very least from the job aspect. I might have like an awesome fun stream, and I think where I have had fun, and I think, you know, many people came or, you know, interacted with me, and that's great. That's one thing. That's, you know, feeling that you have had successful stream in different capacity. But when it comes to actually earning from it and, you know, taking care of your just, you know, monthly needs and bills and everything else, then well, since basically I started, to be honest, that has always been kind of like the breakdown of the stream. Like, if I can earn a minimum wage for that amount of time, like it's not even like looking at it as like a work day, and in itself it's just like, if I stream for 2 hours, assuming, let's say, you know, I'd be making $10 an hour, can I make those $20 in a stream or not? It's kind of like, and I don't feel like devastated if I don't. It's just you know, it feels great if I do, and if I don't, then I didn't. It doesn't feel too great. But it's just one of those things how you can, I know, how I mentally at least value myself and what I do. WTF science, wait for rank 3 unduped. Wait, or rank 3 unduped She-Hulk. I'd probably go She-Hulk. I'd probably go She-Hulk Ross. Unless you have like a rank 5-star She-Hulk, in which case I'd probably wait. But I'm leaning to, I would go She-Hulk. Kaido is a legendary dragon, one of the warlords. He's in some level stronger as Big Mom. Okay, cool. Children's 20% region, bugged in incursions. I don't know, is it? Don't think it is. Oh, Ultron doesn't have a 20% region. Ultron has a 25% region. It's 25 and 50. Some of your most watched and least watched videos. Well, you can check that out in my channels as well. It kind of varies. And don't even, like, you know, it's many different ones. My most watched video is the Mr. Sinister one. What do you think I need for 5-star Overseer? I don't know. I just spoke earlier about how I don't want to give arena predictions, just because I don't grind arenas at the moment myself, so I generally don't know how much or how little you need. No hard content streams. I think Katie likes American. Oh, I do like that. I do like that a lot. Yes, I do like you know, discussing social trends and political views, and in general human condition and human brain and the way humans think and interact. I think a lot of it is fascinating. I think for being so smart and so clever as species, we are so stupid as individuals, and yet somehow when it comes to it, when it comes to talking on an individual level, I find hope and I find reason within every single human being that can actually talk to me instead of like leaving nasty comments. But when it comes to a group of people, it's so easy to categorize and generalize, and I really hate this mob mentality that's, I think, is at the source of a lot of unwarranted and unnecessary conflict in the world. I think that tribalism and the mob mentality is somehow still, after millennia of, you know, humans being in this world, you know, it hasn't changed. Where you might feel, you know, that things need to be discussed, it's more complicated than that, or as a human, as an individual, you often understand world for what it is better than you do in a group. And there's something very intoxicating about the feeling of belonging, and it also often draws out the worst of people. Just fascinating. No, reading score, I know what you meant. I know what you meant. I meant the reading score, but I don't know, man, sorry. Which chest other than 2-star gives units? I think it's just the 2-star. I don't remember though. The 326 got nerfed. Oh, it didn't get nerfed. Sometimes it doesn't spam there, and that's it. But there's like every other quest that you can go revive. Like I never kind of specifically jumped on 326. It's very plausible that you don't get a revive. I don't have a revive there right now either, but you know, you're gonna have a revive in 325 or 324 or something else. Just go and get those. Eventually, over time, those quests reset by themselves anyways. So, you know, it's gonna be back there at some point. You know, chill brackets. It's a very unhealthy way of living, I think. Immediately, as soon as like your only evidence is that a revive that is never guaranteed to spam there. It's not guaranteed. It's always RNG what spams on those spots. So, only thing that has happened is that, you know, something that has a probability of happening didn't, and your first comment on it, it's nerfed. You know, do you see any problem there? For a name chill, you certainly ain't chilling when it comes to jumping to conclusions. It's not guaranteed every single other time to be there. I have had plenty of times when it's not there, you know? It's not a guarantee. We all know it's not a guarantee. It never has been a guarantee. All of those item spawns are RNG. Like for me, like there have been several times when I don't get a revive. And that's fine. Eventually they do reset. You can see, for instance, when you try enter 326 in like a week or 2 weeks, there might be a revive then. But meanwhile, just, you know, focus on different paths. You have like 10 paths that you can go and try and find those revives. And you will. Try out 325, 324, 333, 321. Almost all of them have a high chance of revive spawning. Gilly 2099 has a better region in terms of applying, as long as you're under 15%. Yeah, that is better. That I agree. That is cooler. I like that much better. Humans group together like it's behavioral science. People forget we need a few. But people forget that the need of the few outweigh the many. Infuse one's morals ideals. It's not necessarily what need of few. or need of many. It's more about good things are good, bad things are bad. You know, yes, good people can do bad things and bad people can do good things. And bad things can lead to good consequences, or good events can happen as a result of bad things. And all of that matters. And nothing is final. Just because somebody did something bad does not necessarily mean that they are like despicable human being. Or just because somebody did something good or that you agree with means that they have some sort of moral virtue. People need to realize that you need to take events and one at a time. You break it down, and but nothing is final. Nothing is, you know, ultimate. No, we all have said. What's the best way to put it? We all have been a villain in somebody else's story at one point or another, intentionally or not, whether we realize it or not. We all have appeared as an extra or as a villain, as a nemesis for somebody else. Whether it is because of something stupid, bad, inconsequential, indifferent, or ignorant that we have done. And that's fine. It's just that we can't hold that over everybody's heads all the time. How important is arena? Depends how do you like play the game? It's quite important. That unfortunately it is quite important. Do you have to do it every day? No. No, you don't. I 3 revives aren't as consistent as I variant 7 revives, but still. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about variant 7, by the way. The bridges are safe from me jumping. Very good, Chill. Very good. It's like, I mean, this is the first time it didn't spawn. Well, you know, a lot of things happen for the first time. There's gonna be, you know, as you grow older, there's going to be the first time that you can't. But yeah, nothing. I don't even know where I was getting with that. Anyways, point is, it's not guaranteed. It's random. It hasn't been nerfed. It still works. Just go do another quest. Oh, don't you 3-dot me, you little... What's up, Vladimir Petro? How are you doing? Good morning to you. Here. Got up in the right time? Of course. Convincingly, we've been heroes in other people's eyes at certain times, and we may not even... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You're made... Like, that's one of the things that I do often kind of with realizing. I genuinely enjoy doing random small acts of good at times for no reason, no impact. Like I don't know, a couple of weeks ago I was in Greg's, and so two ambulance workers pop in there for their, you know, breakfast after night shift, and they were talking, and, you know, I bought them breakfast. They didn't want to accept it, but, you know, I was ahead of them in line and just bought it and left it with them. Or, you know, sometimes like when I see a homeless person that, you know, is not in their 20s and, you know, doesn't look like a junkie necessarily, I randomly walk up to that homeless person and give them like a tenner or, you know, 20 pounds. So, some larger amount of money that could kind of maybe change the day. Or, and it's not just like things like that with money, but in general, often I kind of on purpose just like to do something nice for absolutely no reason, no expectation of something coming to it. It's just because why not? It's not like, you know, it'd be hard for me, but it could mean a lot to somebody else and it could improve somebody else's day. Like, I don't know, if I see somebody in a shop reaching to the higher shelves, I always like to go by and, you know, get something down because I'm tall or whatever. And I'm sure a lot of that is kind of like deep down truly selfish as well from me, because it just makes me feel better. But I just find no reason not to do it, you know. Makes me feel better, hopefully makes them their day. Other thing about 326 that often can be energy refills and health pots, so you need to quit halfway through. Yeah, I do that sometimes. I do that sometimes as well. Imagine unsubscribing, being a mod. Imagine unsubscribing, being a mod, and bot being able to send a message. Well, there you go. Not being able to send a message. Well, that's your problem. That's your problem. Wooden Street is you guys started the stream without me. Wooden Street is you were late. Wooden Street is K-Dog has lost its watch. I'll serve you the best burger of all time. Does that set your mind? No. K-Dog's simply late. That's all there is to it. Didn't wake up in time for whatever reason. Maybe K-Dog had a late night watching The Witcher. Huh? I think everyone that does good deeds volunteering does it selfishly because it makes them feel good. Imagine, yeah, exactly. I mean, at least to a degree. At least to a degree. But there's definitely something self-serving. I don't even really want to say like necessarily selfishly, but it's definitely also a self-serving act. But yet, you know, if it's a win-win, if it makes you feel better, it makes them feel better, why not? More people do it. I said your opinion, but why did the MS miss the top 10 Mystic Champions? Because I don't think she is in top 10 Mystic Champions. That's exactly why. Because I don't think she is one of the top 10 best Mystic Champions. I think ramped up Morningstar is, but I think she's just too weak at the start of it in majority of the cases. I don't think, you know, Longshot also missed it out, for instance, you know. And you know what pissed me off most, Q? You didn't even really watch it properly, because your comment was incorrect, so you skimmed through the video. Which I can understand, you know, you might be a busy guy. But I cannot understand commenting on a video that you didn't watch in full and didn't understand what you're commenting on about. Like one of those, you know, asshole people, commonly known as dickheads in the wild. You didn't watch the video in full, you misunderstood something, and you left a comment as in like being befuddled and not understanding something. Like, why is Man-Thing higher than Morningstar? No, Man-Thing wasn't higher than Morningstar. Both of them were honorable mentions. What an idiot. Oh no, I think you were biased with ranking science class and third most powerful. Why? Explain how is that bias? Wheel of Time was really good, and the character really reminds me of Jon Snow with his mannerisms. Well, here we go. Last episode is Friday, right? I think next week's last episode. You didn't watch the video, hence your opinion is non-existent? No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. What I said is, you didn't watch the video, hence you made a claim in your comment that is a falsehood. That's as simple as that. You know, you didn't watch the video, you made a comment that is inherently false. That why is Man-Thing higher than Morningstar? Man-Thing was not higher than Morningstar. You didn't have time to watch it. Well, here's the idea. And here is the outrageous part. You know that your comment's false, and your comment's up there, unedited, and there is no reply to my reply to your comment saying like, oh, sorry, I didn't watch anything else. You know you made a false claim in your comment, and you don't give a shit about it. You don't correct yourself, and you just go ahead, and the next time you get the chance to talk to me, instead of correcting yourself, instead of admitting that you didn't watch the video, you just kind of carry on as if nothing happened. You cut the half of your comment out, and you just focus on, you know, your personal thing about Morningstar again. There's nothing about you not watching a video, leaving a false comment. You just ignore what you did wrong, and you just want to dig further. You know, that's kind of like, again, that's something a dickhead would do. Or
in bird culture, this is considered a dick move.
I'm not saying your opinion is non-existent because you didn't watch the video. I'm saying I'm not even willing to discuss your opinion because you're acting like a dickhead. You know, we can talk about Morningstar all day long. I'd be happy to do that. But I'm not happy to do that. The spoiled little shit who is acting like a dickhead. Which would be you right now, Q. Somebody's got to tell you these things, because your parents clearly don't. Good night. Okay. How high to do 6-star Morningstar rank 3 for nearly 2 years, and I have never used her. See, there you go. There you go, Q. That's why she's not in top 10. Because Lawrence has had one for 2 years and he never used her. Normally miss every Sunday AM streams because I'm in sleep and come from driving 70 hours. But well, you are here today. You are here today though. Messing with my first rank 4 champ, pulled her and feature crystal. I mean, there are things I like about Morningstar, and don't get me wrong. A ramped up Morningstar definitely is a top 10 mystic. The problem is that she doesn't start ramped up and that she has one of the hardest ramp ups in the game. Because unramped Morningstar is awful. On a scale of 1 to 10, what's your favorite color of the alphabet? 7. What's the Also thought about that when you do things like that to make you feel good like person, it's still good acting. Yeah, I agree. It's still good. Even though it's self-serving, it can still be good. My random act of kindness is leaving enough change in the vending machine for the next random person to eat. Oh, that is a good one. That is a really good one. I like that. I like that, K-Dog. The random act of kindness, that is a good. I really do. I mean, like, it would genuinely, you know, not necessarily make my day, but, you know, make me happier. Because in general, the skill class champs are used more than most of the underdogs in the science class. I don't think so. I don't think that would define class to be better or worse. In which case, let's say cosmic class should probably be above the mutant, because cosmic champions are often used more than the mystic champions are, let's say in AQ and a lot of other aspects of the game. But the reason you see cosmic champions used more is of convenience, not of necessity. You use cosmic champions more quite often just because, you know, they do more damage and they're kind of like casually more easy to play, for instance. When push comes to shove, you know, then you look for archangels, then you look for magnetos. It's kind of like saying that, you know, compare Magneto with somebody that's high in cosmic class, largely because of their damage. I don't know. Be that Null, for instance, you know. Yeah, you might play Null more, or Chorus. You know, you might play Chorus more than you do Null. Sorry, you might play Chorus more than you do Magneto. But when push comes to shove and you need to deal with hard boss, you're more likely going to be relying on Magneto. In plenty of circumstances. On Archangel or something else. When going get stuff. And I think Science class in general is the best class that deals with issues when going get stuff. I think Science class has the biggest reach of answering problems. I think Science class is filled with champions that you might necessarily want to clear an entire path with, but when there is a tricky champion that whoops your ass on that path, Science class is likely gonna have the answer for it. That's why I rated Science class higher. You know, you're perfectly free to disagree. It's just the way I saw things. It's not necessarily about which one gets used more. Because if I ranked most used classes or most used, yeah, if I made most used class MCOC, I would make a video that would say most used classes. But I don't think that is the final determining factor. I think the ability to overcome meaningful obstacles is what makes champion good or strong. And obviously there is value to be worth in either damage output or ease of use or whatever else. But it's definitely not the only thing that I can consider. But again, like, you know, I do also think that spot number, let's say 3, 4, and 5 are relatively close. I don't think tech class is far behind skill or mystic, and not I think that skill or science. Not I think that science is far ahead then. But again, on a personal level, like if I had to pick one class to tackle as much content as possible in this game, I'd go science. Easy. Because they are overall more capable. Well, I think they are anyways. Ah, crap. KD doesn't hold back, does he? I do. I do hold back more than you think. I do hold back more than you think. How good is .cs blog prof? I actually don't know. I haven't checked .cs blog prof. You can go to Aunt May and check it out, James. Shame that the Gilly buff sucked. It is a shame that the Gilly buff sucked, yes. It is a shame indeed. Oh, Overseer duped. Is he worth rank 3ing? Also, how Mr. Fantastic and Thing duped take up as well. I would start with Mr. Fantastic Jack. I would definitely start with Mr. Fantastic Jack. And then I'd think about all else. I think Overseer is fine. I don't think Overseer is insanely amazing. Overseer is definitely not the champion that I'd kind of like rush to have as my first or second science rank up. I have a rank 3 Overseer. But, you know, I have a fairly large roster. I think Overseer can put in work. I think there are people... I think there are, funnily enough, like with pretty much most of the champions, there are very divided opinions. Some people really underestimate Overseer and some people really overestimate Overseer. Like a gun. Yeah, isn't good because he needs lots of combo and lots of fights. No, it's different. It's different. Again, Aegon's ramp up, for instance, again, like all this bullshit about ramp for champions. Now, here's the thing. First of all, Aegon is already really good moderately early on. Aegon can already hit hard and have plenty of damage in the first fight if the fight is relatively long enough. Second thing is Aegon doesn't require you to do anything special. Aegon doesn't require you to get to level 3, which already is like limiting. You can play normally, you don't need to focus on anything to ramp up Aegon. You just need to play, that's it. So ramping up Aegon is effectively like a non-existent thing in the sense that it doesn't require anything from you. You can ramp Aegon up to, you know, more than enough in the very first fight, which is something you can't do in Morningstar. In the very first fight, Aegon will start doing good, competitive, high amounts of damage, which Morningstar will not. And then on top of it all, Aegon also doesn't require you to change anything about you playing the character. It doesn't have the requirement of being able to get to level 3 or anything of the sort. And all of those things are limiting because there are nodes that either prevent or stop you from doing it. And again, also the fact that Morningstar's damage is relatively pitiful. Like, Morningstar isn't the hardest hitting champion in the game or top tier hitting damage champion in the game, even ramped up in a generic situations. But unramped Morningstar is just pathetically weak. Which iPad you have? My iPad, I play an iPhone, but my iPad's like really old. It's like 2019, I think. And my decision to rank 3 or rank 5 any mutants, I want a handicap. Oh, there you go, Harry. You get your handicap. You used to try and use her all the time, she's just not worth the pain. Exactly. Why ramp up Morningstar if you can just bring in Dr. Doom or Diablo or whoever and do everything Morningstar would do? Morningstar is fine champion, she's not a bad champion, it's just that the ramp up is not worth it. At least not to me. Like, there are more than 10 Mystic champions I'd rather use before I even look at Morningstar in average content. Incursions, fine, because Incursions has the perfect kind of like weaker champions going to stronger champions. But outside of Incursions, yeah, I just never want to use her. But yeah, that's the difference between Morningstar ramp up and Aegon ramp up, for instance. The biggest thing is that you don't need to do anything special with Aegon to ramp him up. Second big thing is that Aegon can become powerful and do a lot of damage even in the first fight. So, you know, I don't think it, you know, does Morningstar any favors at all whatsoever if you try to compare Morningstar to Aegon. You're obviously wrong, do buffed up. Yeah, well, that is the one thing, obviously, that science class is not the greatest. But if I need to do buff thing, it is still possible. If I need to do buffed up with my science class, because little did you know, you can actually do buffed up with Thing if you go for level 3s. You can also do buffed up, if need be, with Mr. Negative, because you can get 3+ Furies up. So there are options. They're not good ones, but there are options. No, I get you. I mean, buffed up is, yeah, buffs in general, like the biggest weakness of science class in an average situation. But, you know, there are audience pre-fights, there are Heimdalls, and whatever else that's needed to get past it. Other than that, science solves most problems. Well, I know that Aegon doesn't require much. I just used it as an example. Well, it was a shitty example. It was an example that served no purpose. If anything, it hindered your point. Please help me knowing that which champ to bring to rank 5 from rank 5 from rank 2. Clairvoyant, Spider-Ham, Diablo. Blade and Eyebone. I'd probably go with Clairvoyant. Probably go with Clairvoyant myself then. But Black Widow Clairvoyant is who I'd likely pick. Finish the fight with a special 3 can be annoying. You know. It just, yeah, Morningstar just has a bad ramp up. We can live there. It's really annoying. I think only other champion who has perhaps even worse ramp up than Morningstar or as bad of a ramp up is Strife. No, Strife is worse. Strife is more annoying to ramp up than Morningstar. And I think those are like 2 most annoying champions to ramp up. In which country do I live? I live in UK. I live in UK. Is he allowed to use Odin pre-fights and Science Champion? Suck it. Yeah, no, Incursions definitely she's good. In Incursion she's good. You know, that's the one thing. I think if people do rank Morningstar today, it's like largely because of Incursion. The problem is that Incursion is such shitty game mode, you know. If they made Incursions actually worth doing, Lizmon, yeah, well, again, both of those are very shitty ramp of Strife and Morningstar. And to get the guys an encyclopedia of knowledge. Why, thank you. It's actually a very nice thing to say. Quite like that. But here we are now. With Chill Rim upset in a corner over his love of Morningstar. Thank God he hasn't joined the Diablo cult yet. Well, if you want Nullify only, Morningstar is still the way to go. Not necessarily. Morningstar needs to get to level 2 in order to be able to Nullify. Majority of the cases where Morningstar, for instance, it is what you want to use because you want to cheese a lot of buffs. I'd rather use Ronan. Right, just stun lock, or you know, Dr. Doom, because he only needs to get like to a level 1, and not even that heavy. You already can buff control at the very beginning of the fight, and then like in between level 1 starting to nullify, then level 3 and everything else. You know, yeah, no, I don't want to use Morningstar because getting to level 2 often can be troublesome and problematic. You know, obviously there are cheese fights where you can use her, but saying that she's like the only or the best option for doing that. Yeah, I mean, I understand like you can do crazy damage with Nullify, but you know, with Ronan, you get to level 1 and the fight's over. And it doesn't matter how much damage you need to do, for instance. Or with Dr. Doom, you get to level 1 and the fight's pretty much over, because if you keep nullifying everything, yes, you will not do as much damage, but opponents are going to be dead at that point anyways, because you're going to get to level 1, level 3, and, you know, another level 1 and level 2, and the fight's going to be over. Where they can't do anything. And it's still going to be, you know, less tricky, complicated, or annoying than with Morningstar often. Not always, but often. There are times, obviously, for Morningstar to be one of the better options. But in my experience, Ronan covers 90% of that time. When you would potentially want to use Morningstar, kind of end up just going with Ronan and stun locking them, or just using Dr. Doom or whoever, and, you know, still having a super easy fight. It might last, you know, 20 seconds longer, but still super easy. Thing is, when you're again, it is trying. Okay, so if you're running suicides. Okay. So, well, if you're running suicides, you can still use you can still use Ronan, for instance. If you're running suicides, you can still use Ronan. No? Why not? If you're running suicides, then, you know, in most of the cases, Longshot is going to be better, because Longshot has improved power gain. So with Suicide Masteries, you know, with Longshot it will be also getting to level 2, but Longshot gets to level 2 quicker and easier, so I'd probably use Longshot over Morningstar in that case. If I'm running Suicides, and if I need to level 2 nuke. Yeah. Point is, anything Morningstar does, there are other Mystic champions that do as good or almost as good and more and easier almost always. And if you can't see that, then I'm sorry. You're speaking from your affection to Morningstar, not from like real world. You should know by now, I am for finding the easiest way to defeat the opponent and finishing the fights. And there is a very good reason why I have a rank 5 5-star Ronin, for instance, and I don't have Morningstar. There's a very good reason why I have plenty of other champions ranked up, and I have never ranked, or more specifically, I have never had the need to rank up that Morningstar, even though I have had duped 5-star and duped 6-star forever. Anything she does can and is done better and easier and perhaps more by other champions. There is one circumstance, and one circumstance only, where she's outstanding, and that's Incursions. And then if Incursions was a relevant game mode, I would rank her higher. If Incursions was important, if Incursions was something that we did every month, like if they put the 6 stones in it and stuff like that, like they did that 1 month, she probably would be in top 10 Mystic champions, because, you know, everybody would rank her, because everybody would be playing Incursions seriously to get those 6 stones like they did that 1 month. But Incursions are irrelevant for most of the people, or at least, you know, trying hard Incursions is irrelevant. And by extension, so is Morningstar, because that's the only thing where she is truly outstanding. Oh my god, can't argue with you, you win. Very good, thank you. Noznek, you are bugged. Normal knowledge gives science champions immunity to bleed poison if they are suffering from. Hang on. Wait, bleeding poison. Well, it's not that. In the first fight, you just take no damage and then you gain an immunity, something like that. Are you sure that it's bugged? Are you sure? No, Mallman does not need dupe to be ranked. No. Mallman is fine as is. Well, there you go, Lawrence. Well, there you go. My Mallman is unduped rank 3. Well, now that this whole Morningstar nonsense has been put to bed, we can return to our previously scheduled podcast. And there will definitely be some sort of gift. There will definitely be some sort of gift around Christmas. We'll see what it is, though. Would you recommend using Strife for Incursions? I don't know, I have never tried, so... Again, don't particularly like talking about things that I'm not at least moderately confident in. So I can't answer that question, sorry. I've never tried Strife and Incursions. And immunity and still got bleeding poison. Was it against like Apocalypse? Because I think Apocalypse is bugged where immunities don't really work against Apocalypse for a lot of champions. Mallman will be my first rank 4 and I don't care if these do. Very well then. I actually look forward to that rank 4. Imagine the Kabam Christmas gift will be disappointing again. I don't know. Why so pessimistic? You know, it might be decent. No, I just don't think about it. Like, I don't particularly enjoy talking about those gifts, like, you know, super early on, and I don't particularly think about them either. It's just kind of, you know, whatever it is, it will be, and that's about it. Like, you know, if it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. Talking about it won't change any of that. It's not like any of us have, like, you know, solid idea to go from. So, how much rating you need to grind for 6-star basic? Well, it has nothing to do with rating, to be honest. It has more to do with how many usable 5 and 6-star champions you have, I'd say. And the truth is, I don't know. I'm not a good person to ask because I have never focused on the minimum requirements for those grinds. Like, without trying to sound like, you know, a sweaty, tried hard, elitist asshole, I have worked on my account for a very, very, very long time. It's a very big account. It's like top 100 account. And I genuinely don't really have an idea what are the smaller accounts that can get a 6-star and what it takes. I only have some idea what it takes for me. And I haven't grinded arena in quite a while now as well, so anything that I think about arenas is quite outdated at the moment. So again, I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. What you need to do is you need to do a trial run. You need to see how many points you put up when you go through all your 5-stars, note that down. Go through all your 6-stars, note that down. Figure out how many rounds you can do, and then you can figure out how many points you can put up naturally. And, you know, go from there. You just need to work on it. You just need to work it out. You need to go through all of your 6-stars, mark down how many points it is. Go through all of the 5-stars that you can mark down how many points that is. Understand that you can use 6-stars maximum of 7 times in 3 days. Understand that you can use 5-stars maximum of 9 or 10 times, depending how devoted you are. But likely you will end up using the 5-stars 7 or 8 times. And then you can find an answer how many points you can put up with your current account and compare it to the recent cutoffs. It's one of those things that it's different for every person, and the best thing you can do is, you know, work it out. All it is a bit of math, and that's it. Well, 6-star basic arena doesn't care about as much about 6-stars as much as it does about 5-stars, though. There's the thing about 6-star basic arena. 6-star featured arena is different. I just feel knowing soon I'll get my Odin. Well, I'm not sure if I will, though, so I'm not really kind of counting on it. Again, that Odin thing is, you know, if it happens, I'll be happy. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But that's all there is to it, you know. And that's kind of similar to the gift. Nice to have some sort of hope. But since I said like January till March or some shit like that, you know, it might still be months and months away, and by then I might be able to pull him. So I'm just not thinking about it, to be honest, like at all. So Google user, why does Apo gain incinerate immunity? I don't know. I don't know. Sorry. Need that upcoming clairvoyant? Well, I hope you do get it. Hope you get it. Math and time. Lots of time, yes. Math and time. I also can't believe Craven went for 180 million. Perfect example of why I am not currently grinding for new champions. I have put on 182 million as my highest score ever. And fuck, that was hard. And that was for Hercules. That was for a champion I could justify losing 3 days of my life. That was for a champion that was actually good and is sought after. And it was the most I have ever done. And it was a grind and a half. I was waking up at 5 a.m. to start my rounds early. I was starting to do some refreshes on day 1. And on the final day, I woke up at like 5 a.m. or something like that. And I grinded till 6 p.m. non-stop. Non-stop till 6 p.m. Grinding all my rounds, and if I wasn't, you know, grinding through my 5 and 6 stars, then I was refreshing my 5 and 6 stars, 5 or 6 stars, whatever. And it was the biggest grind I have ever done. And that was 182 million. And yes, I do have some more champions now. And, you know, I'm sure it would be slightly easier to put that up. But only thing I have to do is remember how knackered, how exhausting, how miserable I felt putting up those 100 and odd millions. 180 something. And I was like, nope, I'm just not doing it. I'm just not doing it. Feature crystals worth it? For some. I have an actual video that has an Excel spreadsheet that can help you figure out whether mathematically they are worth it for you or not. I think we're starting to track down. Yeah, I like that too. I hope they ban as many as we can cast. What we discuss? What I missed? What did you miss? What did you miss? Took my 5-star Nimrod rank 5. Will he be useful in Act 7? Well, I have not used Nimrod in Act 7, but because I don't have one ranked. But I think he will. I'm quite sure he should be. Yes, I watched your 2021 champion ranking videos. Well, how did you like them? Tell me. How did you enjoy them? That's why I just say for free shades, book 182 million. 182 million is just insane. Just stupid at that point. At that point, it just becomes stupid. Scored 124 million in Doom Arena, rank 101. First round, 61 million. Ouch. Well, hopefully you're gonna get your Doom now. Hopefully you're gonna get your Doom, Mr. Pernaz. Where I'm at in Witcher Season 2, I finished it. Finished Witcher Season 2 yesterday with my girlfriend. Nimrod should be Sentinel for Variant 3. Oh, that would be cool. If Nimrod would be like Sentinel for Variant 3. That'd be really cool. Make him like OP. Running that hard for a champ. Yeah, and again, I put up 182 million for Hercules. At end of it, I knew what I got and I was satisfied with what I got. Craven is not that. You know, Craven is not that. So there we are. What anti-enemy crazy region wasn't expecting that much. You have any other rank 4 showcase type quiz in the pipeline? Yeah, actually I have some footage of Tigra rank 4. Tigra. Should hopefully come out today, to be honest. Yeah, and awesome. Thanks for putting out these videos. You're very welcome, Helmy. You're very welcome. Think it is about Hercules. Well, we'll see what happens, Kitty. I think it is insane, awesome, amazing. Oh, please don't disappoint about Witcher. Kind of fine. There's some things that I liked, some things that I didn't like. Saw the very, very final reveal coming a mile away. I think it's fine. I didn't quite like the ending. I didn't quite like the last episode things. Yeah, I know. Kind of like City even less now than I did before. I wasn't a big fan of City before. Now I like it less. But you know, these are this. Still haven't pulled Herc out of 30+ featured. And get him out of her cow. Well, at least you got him, right? At least you got him. Again. Say that Witcher games are far better than the show. That was quite alright too, though. Quite like the show. Bet rank 4 tag is gonna be crazy. I did not like Witcher ending. Yeah, me neither. There we go. Don't spoil me? No, not spoiling. Another reason everyone's so high that people don't realize that more and more people have stopped giving about money. The current state of the game. Buying tons of crystals they just grinded. Maybe. Or it's more and more bots. Hey Tigra. She kicked Claire in number 3 spot. Ah, you poor baby. You poor baby. You hate Tigra. Just again, Jack, you know, you shouldn't say what you look forward to after series, for instance, while we're still trying not to spoil. You know, you need to be very careful when you discuss recently released shows and series. Even things like that, you know, can serve as partial spoilers. Yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, yeah, no. I actually want to see what's gonna happen with the arena cutoffs now that they're trying to crack down on the bots more. I hope they actually do. And you know, if the cutoffs start going back down to like 130, 120 million, something like that for featured champions, I might start grinding for some. But I'm not putting up 180 fucking million for, you know, mediocre Craven shit or something. Fuck that. What's up, White Yummy? How are you doing? In general, just Jack, just be very careful when you talk about any new show or movie, and you know, try to keep it as general as possible. Never reference like specific things, especially if they could infer something about the upcoming things and stuff like that. Just as a rule of thumb, just be very, very careful whenever you discuss any new shows or movies. So many people spoil things for others accidentally, not wanting, but you know, the damage is done. I think that sometimes when those bot accounts go as high, you know, it might even be like, well, I don't know, to be honest, like why they go to top 100 and stuff. I think at times it might be unintentional. I think at times people, they just don't notice how many points, like, because it is like technically if you are like botting, right, then it's in your best interest for as little people as possible to notice you. So you should kind of stay away from top 500 or top 200, whatever can be seen on the leaderboard or whatever. And that kind of makes me think that it's just a very small group of those accounts land there just because it's either an accident or people just don't notice, or some idiots don't care. But you know, I don't know. Anyways, ban them all. Ban them all. Are you planning to watch Spider-Man? I don't know. Can't go out to watch Spider-Man till after Christmas because I'm kind of broke, so we'll see. Hyped for gifting. A lot of people are. A lot of people are hyped for gifting. What's up, Tatted Titan? How are you doing? How are you this morning? I'm actually about to finish up here today. About to finish up here. 15 units, wonderful. 60 units. Whatever. Majestic times, only one. Very happy Christmas celebrations are. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I'm gonna have a very humble and modest Christmas. Yeah, exactly. The bots in top 200 is literally just the tip of the iceberg. There's vast majority of the bots are outside of top leaderboards. Do you think that the competitive mode will improve the game? No, I think the competitive aspect of this game is soon to be almost borderline destroyed by greater gifting crystals, because they will have tier 6 basics and tertiary alpha in them. Knight's coming in at
$3,432.99.
Holy shit, imagine if that was like as she read, $3,432. No, thank you very much, Knight, though. 100% appreciate it. We'll get your name up there. And with that, you are the big Comrade Daddy here. The big Comrade Daddy. Any big names? I don't know. I actually haven't checked. Like, I don't know who got banned. That's it. I think Christmas deals are normally better, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll see. I know that, you know, I'm probably gonna be buying like a few things on Christmas just so I can have that streamer and gift with you. And like, you know, get my gifting milestones and stuff like that. I'm not gonna be spending much money. I'm not gonna go crazy on gifting. I can't afford it at all by any means. But after I get paid, you know, I'll still grab an Odin or two and then exchange them with you. Rank 4 research confirmed. Well, they're not confirmed, but they are extremely likely. I'll put it like that. At this point, I think I believe that they will be there enough to make a video on them. Anyways, this will be it. We have gone for a nice 2 hours. We did all the milestones in that lower arena. So,
is mayonnaise an instrument?
So, that is it for now. Later today, we will 100% have top 10 tech champion video coming up, and perhaps something else. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys soon. Later.
I'm in danger!
Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the next month.
What the fuck is going on?